Thursday, September 16th, 2020. It's now 6:30 p.m. and the meeting is called to order. Will everyone please stand for Pledge of Allegiance and prayer? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lord, lead us and guide us through this meeting so that we can make sound decisions and choices for the citizens of this great city. We ask that you put a special hedge of protection around our public safety officers and our families who live in this community. It's in your blessed name we do pray. Amen. Okay, we have a quorum. All council members present and accounted for. Comments of council members and special recognitions or resolutions. Yes.
I would like to go ahead and welcome the Sweet Gourmet Treats to the city of Lawrence. I visited up there last week, and it looks like they have a brand of treats up there. And they're located at 10930 Pendleton Pike, and that's Suite 103. And another comment, are we, the city of Lawrence, going to have Shredded Day sometime in October? Is that still on the agenda?
Okay, well, we'll have to get an update from the administration on that. Good question.
Okay.
I'd like to recognize the clerk today. Today, she's celebrating her 24th anniversary with the city of Lawrence. Wow. Any other counselors?
Another question.
Madam President.
Counselor Freeman, then Counselor Wells.
Okay. The heavy trash pickup, are we going to assume that it's going to be the third Tuesday of the month starting this month, or we're going to discontinue it to the end of the year? Does anyone know?
Heavy trash pickup is the third full week of each month.
Okay. So we're still doing it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Counselor Wells.
Thank you. There was a variance meeting last night that we attended, and Coron's going to build a mobile home park at 52nd and Midhofer, and there are going to be sidewalks on this tract of property along 56th Street, I'm sorry, 52nd Street and Midhofer. And what I would ask to bring in front of the council and maybe the administration, that we could work with Corons to extend those sidewalks, especially along Midhofer, to go to Pendleton Pike. And because there is a lot of foot traffic from these mobile home parks, and this section of sidewalking would be, well, it would behoove at least 3, actually 4, with the new one going in, 4 mobile home parks, and it would definitely make it a lot safer for the pedestrian traffic to get to the Speedway gas station, which is kind of like a mini mart for a lot of the residents, and there's a Jimmy John's and some other retail in that area that I know that people walk to. So I'm going to reach out to Corons here in the upcoming months, and hopefully we can bring something to the administration and maybe the council to see if we can get a sidewalk put in there. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Wells. Any other counselors?
Just real briefly, Councilor Giles and I met earlier this week with Shree and Controller Fenwick and the mayor. Something that I have been pretty vocal about in my years on the council with respect to our permitting process and codes, and we had an earlier conversation about this in January, that this is really an inhibitor to businesses coming into the city and the challenges that they have to, hoops that they have to go through. And so I read the document, and then I went back and I read it a little bit closer after we had our meeting. So I'm very excited about these changes, and just good job to you and Sheree for tackling this. And I think this is going to be very, very good for business.
Yes, and as Controller Fenwick mentioned in the earlier meeting, that will be introduced to the council here in pretty short order. Any other counselors? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to have Controller Fenwick just come forward real briefly, just to give us an update to our previous meeting on the position.
So, as we were discussing the positions that were in the civilian salary ordinance that are not filled, we settled on that there were 5 that are not filled, and I misspoke. Our Director of Communications is in fact a filled position, one that we intend to keep filled, but I inadvertently indicated that it was not needed, and it is. So it's Director of 911, so just wanted to clarify that.
We need that position. Thank you. Any other counselors? Seeing none, next on the agenda, we have signing of vouchers, approval of claims, and authorization of payment. For a motion.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the payments, pay the bills.
Motion, Counselor Giles.
I'll second it.
Second, Counselor Freeman. Counselor Russell, sorry, the masks are throwing me off. I can't see. Counselor Russell. Any discussion? She was a second. Uh-huh. Any discussion? All in favor, by show of hands? Motion carries unanimous. Okay, next on the agenda, we have unfinished business. So we have resolution number 8, 2020, proposal number 8, 2020, proposal number 9, 2020, proposal number 10, 2020, and proposal number 11, 2020. So for our initial budget meeting and to make sure that our new counselors could be engaged in the process and ask any questions, I assigned those to the committee as a whole. I will be now moving those to the Finance Committee. They will meet on September 21st. What's the time of that meeting, Chair? 6:00 p.m. September 21st at 6:00 p.m. is when the Finance Committee will meet, and I have reassigned those to the Finance Committee. I would highly encourage as many of you to attend as possible, and you can attend as a citizen, and you can ask questions if the chair opens the floor. And you can also dial in if you're not available to attend in person, okay? All right. Next on the agenda, we have new business. Okay, so we have a voice vote to ratify the council president's actions during the public health emergency pursuant to resolution number 5, 2020, and Governor Holcomb's Executive Order 20-04.
I'd like to make a motion for approval.
The motion, Counselor Giles.
I'll second.
Second, Counselor Freeman. Any discussion? All in favor by show of hands? Motion carries unanimous. We're adjourned.